Hey, there, truth seekers, it's Ben here, and the latest in what could be the last on the Sussexes' Netflix saga. Word on the street is that these two might be about to get the boot after it said Netflix is ready to cut their losses after never enough content. Can I get an amen? We appreciate the support we receive, so from us to you, thank you. And if keeping tabs on all your favorite royals is what you love, make sure to hit the bell. I'm all about diving in. $100 million. That's how much Harry and Meghan managed to pocket after slapping the ink on their Netflix deal, while at the same time preaching about equality and privilege, and sat in their $14 million Santa Barbara mansion. All the while Netflix were probably hoping for bombshells about life in the royal fishbowl, and instead they ended up with podcasts that no one listened to and a documentary that would send a meth head to sleep. Hey Netflix, welcome to the club of those punked by the master grifters. Turns out even you forward-thinking, progressive folks have your limits when it comes to mindless virtue signaling coupled with obnoxious, naked, entitled grifting. It seems the king and queen of building your brand at lightning speed aren't quite the content machines they, and their bank accounts, pretended to be to the suitors coming to call on behalf of the masses they claim to love selflessly. Not that you're keeping score, but it seems the aforementioned Duke and Duchess of the Permafrost have managed to create, via their charitable platform, Archewell, the impression of a virtual content graveyard, replete with headstones representing zero deliverables either in a timely fashion or, even more outrageously, lacking in the faintest whisper of a direction. Meanwhile, with Harry and Meghan generously playing the role of the extraneous millstone in question, the revolving door at Archewell is spooking even the most non-judgmental of Hollywood types, who've started sniping, gasp, behind the couple's immaculately globular backs. Looks like there are only so many fawning portrayals of yet another dizzy royal who'd give up everything to get out of his own skin that even the dedicated acolytes of this pair can stomach. Now that the suicide pact with these two looks to be mercifully nearing completion, talk of a surrender by Netflix is everywhere. And, really, who could blame Netflix if it happens? When you've added nothing, indeed, only subtracted, pure combustible drama to a portfolio that used to exist to be the distraction from the real world, the pride of Netflix really can't ask for an encore from the very last people on earth who can bring it. Rewarding an employee for years of underperformance and misconduct is not a favorable strategy. Harry and Meghan are facing the harsh truth that, absent the royal limelight, their actual talents and allure are minimal, at best, without their noble designations. Stripped of the royal benefits and the facade of their princely and princessly roles, they're left with nothing. Netflix was hoping for a slice of genuine royal enchantment but instead ended up with a couple of indolent opportunists who lack faith in the very institution they continue to exploit. The game is over. It's time for the Sussexes to revert to their original status as ordinary D-list celebrities, no longer able to rely on royal connections or to siphon off the credibility and glamour of high-profile brands and personalities. Netflix gambled on these two and lost, yet this experience should stand as a lesson learned. There will be no more free rides for those who excel in spouting progressive platitudes yet fail to produce tangible results. From this point forward, Harry and Meghan must stand on their own merits and demonstrate a work ethic, two principles that seem to have eluded these two privileged freeloaders up to now. Best of luck to them with whatever fallout their actions unleash. It's unlikely there'll be many takers for these two fading luminaries, so they should perhaps savor their few remaining moments as faux royal content creators, generously funded by Netflix. The financial lifeline will shortly end, leaving the royal wannabes producing podcasts about useless topics from their lavish Montecito mansion. This potential severance by Netflix could be just the stark wake-up call Harry needs to break free from Meghan's grasp. The prospect of financial insecurity may be all it takes to get him to seek reconciliation with his royal relatives before he's a nobody. As for Meghan, this so-called duchess, not even her alleged acting skills can turn this latest Netflix disaster into anything other than the most embarrassing of own goals. A tale told by idiots, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Alrighty, friends, that's my take on these events. Hit the like button to thank Netflix for finally shutting off the Sussexes' funding faucet. Until our paths cross again, dear friends, farewell.